All right. So I'm attempting a new setting on the live stream where I have it set on low latency instead of the normal latency. Today I'm actually streaming early because I got work tomorrow. But we're gonna be playing Vivid Stasis Chapter 2. Shouldn't take me too long to beat it. Even then I got a while. That's why I'm even. And I found out it was very loud last time. I gotta fix this real quick. The turns out the game was pretty loud last time because I had my computer volume pretty loud. But yeah, I gotta start the gameplay. Oh yeah, we played through some of chapter 1 and... wait, no. We beat chapter 1 and we played some of chapter 2. Pretty sure we beat these. So... we are going to... I'm gonna be reading. If I can. My voice is doing weird stuff. Alright, so... just 1 minute. Fixing stuff. Alright. Luckily I managed to make it to the cafeteria in time. There was a bit of a line already, but I managed to beat most of them there. I guess I should decide what exactly I'm going for here. I perused the menu they had on display and ended up with a chicken wrap meal deal and a burning hot Mountain Dew. I never had a burning hot soda before. This will either be incredible or the worst thing of all time. Me win. After paying for my food, I started walking back toward where Allison was sitting down. Despite the relatively low amount of... Whoa. I happened to look at OBS Studio. Hi, Rye. Okay, so low latency is working, or I happen to look at OBS Studio late, but hi, cool. So I won't be streaming on low latency from now on. I had it on normal latency, but anyhow, back to the game. Despite the relatively low amount of amenities, the ferry we were on boasted a reasonably large width, so walking back across it took longer than one might expect. While walking back, I passed through the desk area, where people would set up their laptops and work while the ferry sailed. I don't think I've been on a ferry boat personally. If I have, it was probably a long time ago. See, that's the thing with me. I'll remember things, but then be conflicted as to if it was a dream or not. When you are a fairy. Am I though? But when I was passing by one of them, however, I noticed that something caused me to stop, as one does. Wait, is that Chio? I love her. I love her. That's so cute. Okay. Sitting in one of the cubicles was a woman looking at her laptop. It was Chiyo Sakamura, an old friend of the Tasogara family from years back. I haven't seen her in years. What is she up to? And then I saw what was on her laptop and I stopped in my tracks. It was the Shrine Report video. What was she doing with it? How did she know about it? I glanced around. Obviously it would be somewhat suspicious if I just started spying on her. So I tried to keep my glance at her laptop from one of the seats adjacent from it. I watched Chiyo for a little longer. She appeared to be intently watching the video and trying to scribble something on a notepad of some kind. What is she writing? Is she trying to crack the code like we did? Only after I'd opened my mouth did I realize my mistake. Shit, oh god, I said that loud. Chiyo, startled, looked over at me. I expected her to calm down when she's seen me. I gotta go for a bit to have a great screen. Thank you. Have fun. But if anything, her eyes went even wider. Saturday? Okay, Saturday, play it off. Lean into the curiosity angle. You can hold this back. I tried to walk over but tripped on the seat and fell on the cushion sink. Oh no. Ow, shit. Well, the woman looked at me with a worried look. Hi Chiyo. Long time no see. What's that video you're watching? Looks pretty weird. Saturday, are you okay? That sounded like you hurt. Oh, trust me, this happens all the time. This happens all the time. Anyway, Chiyo interrupted me. You trip over chairs and fall face first into the ground all the time. Is that not normal? And speaking of, like, not normal, where did you find that video? I was walking by and saw it, and I got curious. Sorry. Oh, this? It got sent to me by some anonymous number a few minutes ago. I thought it might be spam. Someone sent Chiyo the Shrine Report video just now? But why? Anyway, Saturday, it's been so long. How have you been? Been okay. How about you? The freelance journalism angle is still going strong? Well, I'm definitely still doing it, but it's not profitable enough that I don't also have to have another job on the side. Why has you going off to the mainland though? I figured it was best to be honest with her. She was an old family friend after all, so I trusted her. I explained that Suki had gone missing, and I was trying to find her. Oh god, Suki's missing? I'm really sorry to hear. Yeah, and to make a really long story short, it's likely that video you just got sent has some relation to it. It was clear that we followed and it led us here. Yeah, I'll admit, that is really odd, man. That's awful. Suki was always such a nice person. What is she thinking leaving her sister all alone? I wish I could tell you, truth be told, once I find her, I got some choice words for her. Suddenly, a loud jingle interrupted us. Becomes the Nokia phone. This ferry is about to dock in Kagoshima. All vehicle passengers, please return to your vehicles, and all foot passengers, please line up at the exit gates. Thank you for riding with us today. Are you kidding already? Chiyo, however, didn't seem bothered at all by the discussions being cut short. Okay, I've gotta run back to my car, but I have an idea for you Saturday. What is that? Can I take you and whoever you're traveling with out to dinner tomorrow evening? I want to catch up with you since it's been like 5 years. And you can give me the full story about what's led up to this point. Yeah, sure, that would be fine. Do you travel around Kagoshima much? I thought you lived in Tokyo. She nodded. Yeah, I know my way around. Did I never tell you? Some of my extended family owns a cabin in this general area of Japan. So I like to come down here sometimes, both to visit Tanegashima and to get away from the bustle of the capital. I really gotta get going though. I'll see you tomorrow night, okay? Here's my number, so we can keep in touch. Chiyo showed me her phone and I wrote down the displayed number. If she's an old friend, how do you not have her number? Anyway. Righty-o. Righty-ho. I'll see you then. She ran off toward the beautiful deck elevators since the exit gate line was on the other side of the ferry. I started walking back towards it to catch up with Allison and Eddie. Man, it's been a while since I thought about Chio. Didn't Allie and I meet her through Dad's job at the, where does my dad work again? Suddenly, I felt a headache coming on. Better not to think about it, I guess. We're going to catch up tomorrow and I can ask her then. I ran off towards the exit gates. I don't know if you can hear it, but I definitely can. My voice is cracking. Aggressively hydrates. By the time I reached the exit gate line, Allison and Ari were already there waiting for me. I waved to them as I ran up. Hey, hope you saved me a spot in line too. Allison looked over at me. She looked a lot better than before. Thank goodness. I don't think it's that formal of a line. People are just kind of groups here waiting to disboard. Disboard? Is that a word? I think she means disembark. And the only reason I know this is because I played Final Fantasy 14. I'm pretty sure that's a chat room service. It is, I think. Like in real life as well. Like for Discord. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Oh, right. Well, I mean getting out of the ferry and onto the mainland. Eddie glanced toward the exit gate, reminiscing. The mainland, huh? I haven't been back here in years. Me neither. This is going to be super exciting, even if we're not here on the best of matters. So, let's try and enjoy ourselves anyway, okay? I don't see why not. Seems depressing letting ourselves get depressed the whole time. True. By the way, Saturday, I noticed you talking to somebody while I was walking around. Who was it? Oh, I'll tell you about that on the way. It's nothing bad, promise. You getting jealous, Allison? No, I'm not. Allison started to sweat profusely. I guess it is kind of hot out today. She's oblivious. Yay, songs! Poison Garden. Let's see if I can't remember the right controls. Should tell me, I think. Oh dear, hold on. I do not, in fact, remember the controls. Oh no. So I think it's DFJK. Okay, it is. Never mind.
Yeah, with the baseline, don't you know what you gotta do?
Everyone step to the left.
So I figured out the controls, turns out, so I'll song sounds pretty damn nice. It's doing the thing again. Ooh. I got an achievement, but you apparently can't see it on the screen. So, I guess... You know, what if I took a screenshot of the amount of achievements I've unlocked thus far at the end of each stream, if I unlock any actually there wouldn't really be much point in it because I wouldn't actively keep note of each achievement I unlock. Anyway, so the controls are S, D, J, K. Stasis 7 recently. That's precisely. Plays rhythm games, starts talking about Final Fantasy 7. I've reached chapter 8, and it's pretty fun. Talking about like part 1 of the Final Fantasy 7 remake, by the way. I would talk about Crisis Core because that was the first Final Fantasy 7 game that I played, but like at the same time I don't know if I should spoil words. And it turns out, by the way, there's like 18 chapters in Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I gotta like re-download, because my uncle already owns the games on his PS5. I gotta re-download the DLCs and stuff, because he told me about like these stat boosts and stuff, as one does. Many much fun. I think I might decorate my 3DS after this. I don't know why I mentioned that. I'll probably post when I'm done. Why is that a content warning? Ruination on gender. Is it maybe like a content warning for like the transphobes? Ooh, the gender is gonna get you. I'm sorry. By the time we got off the ferry, it was already late into the evening. Alright team, let's make our way to the hotel. Sat, I booked the hotel. Do you even know where it is? I mean, I definitely know. I just kind of forgot, you know. House inside. We need to head back. We need to head 2 blocks this way to get to a train, and it should be right off the exit once we do. We're the 3rd stop out. Ari glanced at Allison skeptically. How did you even afford a hotel? I'd have pitched in if I knew you were doing it so early. I have a bit of saved money. It's an important cause, and I know Saturday would have gone out without even thinking of a hotel until it was time to turn in. Fair point. Hey, I would have at least remembered by like 7:30. My point exactly. By the way, who was it that you were talking with on the ferry? You never told us who they were. Oh, it completely slipped my mind. Her name was Chio. She's an old family friend. We talked a bit, and she said she'd talk to me more at dinner. Oh, and she invited us to dinner tomorrow night, before we go out to the shrine. Sorry I didn't mention it sooner. Why didn't you tell me it was Chio, Sat? You know I know her. Oh yeah, I guess you would. Sorry. It's been so long since I saw her that I completely slipped my mind. It's alright, I understand. Just be more mindful, you know? Keep us in the loop. Yeah, sorry. I really should be a bit more careful, especially with the Geology Museum incident. I don't want her to worry too much. Oh. So, like, I decorated my phone case with stickers, right? Like, as soon as it came in. I planned on messing a bit with the audio on OBS Studio, but because I didn't get done with the phone case until like 6:30, I kind of rushed to get the stream set up, because I like to like set up my streams a little bit before. Because like last time I started setting up right last minute, like there was all kinds of stuff. And that's how me and Marcy got the joke that whatever can go wrong will go wrong. So I usually like to set up an hour before the stream starts. And I also kind of spent all the time trying to fix the chat. Because chat was looking a little bit ugly. And pretty much invisible. But as you can see here, hopefully it looks nice. I mean, it looks nice on my screen personally, but I'm not sure if it's good on y'all's. Anyway. At least she's okay. I'll just be more careful. Well, no use standing around here. Let's make haste for the hotel before we miss check-in. Right. We walked through the small port town of Minamiyosumi. Our hotel was very close to the terminal, so we spent a bit of extra time checking out the things around town. It didn't take long to find a hotel Allison had booked. Whoa, is this my room for the night? This is huge. It's really not that big. I jokingly glared at her angrily. Where's your sense of whimsy? Me thinks you need to be a bit more whimsical, Allison. Allison looked at me defeatedly. Me thinks. It's a word. Harry laughed. I'm glad you're finding the room comfortable Saturday. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow. Though I'm sure you two would rather have dinner in a different setting. What do you mean? Shut up, I'm going to my room. I'm tired, okay? Bye. This is your room? Good night. It's 4:30. Allison flopped on her bed and lay face down. What's with her? Don't worry about it. She's probably tired from the ferry. I'm going to get some fresh air. What are you going to do? Same thing, probably. I'm not even remotely tired. Not like sleeping at 4:30 p.m. would be a good idea anyway. Want to join me? I'm probably just gonna walk down by the beach a bit. Sure, why not? I've got nothing better to do. I put my bags down on my bed, and Ari and I walked out of the hotel room. I glanced back at Allison, who seemed to have actually fallen asleep. What's with that anyway? She's the lesbian Saturday. She likes you. I say that as if I wouldn't really notice. Checking my boba. Anyway, I say that as if I would notice. Anyway. The beach we walked by was a small inlet that housed many different boats. Ari and I sat on the concrete edge of the road that dropped off directly into the sand. Hey Saturday, can I ask you something? Huh? Oh, yeah, go ahead. What is Allison to you? I looked over at her curiously. What do you mean? Like, what do you see her as? Well, she's my best friend. I've known her since I was a toddler. We always got along really well despite the fact that she was always the cautious one and I was always the rambunctious one. I see. Why do you ask? Oh, no reason, really. I'm just curious. It's rare to see people get along as well as you two do. Huh, yeah, I guess it is. My connection with Allison feels much stronger than my connection with anyone else. I really don't know why. How did you two become friends? I mean, I know you said you've known her your whole life, but I'm curious. Oh man, I don't even remember when I first met her. I was definitely like 2 or 3. But I think the big thing that connected us was that she was the first person to really be supportive about my transition. Your transition? Yeah, I didn't always look like this or have this name or be a girl. Oh, you mean it like that. I see. Sorry, I didn't know. Hey, that's a good thing. It means it's going well. But yeah, it's not that the other people I first told were unsupportive per se, but more so like they didn't really get it and they just kind of waited to get used to it, I think. Like nowadays, my family refers to me as I am now without any problems, but it took a few years to get to that point. It didn't help that my dad was always busy with work, so he picked it up slower than anyone else. One of the things I remember really clearly was the day in, like 2016. Allison came running to my room and scared the shit out of me because I didn't even know she was at my place. But she seemed really upset, so I asked her what happened. And she told me she accidentally used my old name today instead of Saturday. It was the first time she'd made that mistake in years, and she felt insanely bad about it. The sweetest thing I've ever seen. Aw, the sign of someone who really cares about you, you know? Yeah, I know. I know that no matter what happens, Allison will stick with me. And then I took that for granted and acted out when I was upset about my missing sister. Great going, me. I wonder what my voice is acting up for, but it doesn't hurt or anything. We both fell silent after that, watching the waves as the sun moved closer to the mountains overhead. We should get back to our hotel room now. Be careful not to wake up Allison, okay? Yeah, of course. Thanks for the chat. We stood up and began walking back to the hotel where Allison was sleeping. Oh goodness, puzzles. Maybe I'll have time even after being chapter 2. Like maybe I can spend some time trying to like work on my timing. Maybe I should turn off the content warnings because these don't really seem... Like I could just... I could just not get it, but it seems like they're content warning every little thing, and that just seems pointless to me. But, yeah. Damn, I hate this thing. My body does, where it wakes up and refuses to sleep again until it gets what it wants. Yeah, that sounds about right. I really should just use the bathroom, but I don't want to wake Allison up. I rolled over in a small bed a couple more times, no pointless effort to just let myself sleep again, but unsurprisingly, it was to no avail. Fine, I guess I'll just have to be insanely quiet. I slowly got out of a single-person bed and began to tiptoe slowly across the hotel room. That, however, seemed to be to no avail, as I stepped on a crack in the floor that caused it to creak extremely loudly. Shit, goddammit. In a panic, I looked over to the bed that sat beside mine. To my surprise, however, it was also empty. Is she not in bed? Where did Allie go? I looked around a bit and noticed the door to the balcony was slightly ajar. I guess she's getting some fresh air. Curiously, I walked over and opened the door to the balcony. Sure enough, there she was, sitting on one of the two chairs facing the fence that separated the wooden platform to the pavement below. Allie, that you? Allison jumped a little bit. Fair enough, I guess, as I assumed she wasn't expecting me to be up. She turned around. It's just you, Saturday. Oh, it's just you, Saturday. Gave me a bit of spook there. I always get reasons why I would not be a good voice actor, aside from the obvious fact that I can't make voices for the life of me. I read things in the wrong tone sometimes. Yeah, sorry, but what are you doing awake? It's nearly 3 in the morning. Allison fidgeted a bit before answering. Oh, me? Not much. Just getting some fresh air and, yeah. It didn't really take a genius to figure out what she was doing up. You're having trouble sleeping, aren't you? Yeah. Been trying to sleep all night to no little success. You too, then? Well, kinda. Mostly because I had to get up to pee, but you know how it is. Allison chuckled as if the answer she was expecting was anything but that. Yeah, I get that. Mind if I sit out here too? There are 2 chairs, after all. Yeah, that's absolutely okay. Go ahead. I sat down, and both of us looked out at the sports complex across the road. We sat in silence for a while. I looked up into the night sky. Without clouds, it was very easy to spot the countless stars and the shapes they made up. Do you think this is the right thing to be doing? Allison looked over at me questioningly. What do you mean? I mean, pushing onward to try to solve this problem myself. Traveling to the mainland to look for my sister. I keep telling myself that I'm not doing this for the sake of having something to do or an adventure to go on, but I think deep down I'm scared that is the case. That I'm dragging you and Ari along with me on a wild goose chase out of some need to feel like I'm doing something important. Really? What makes you think that? Well, for one, I feel like the Geology Museum incident should be weighing on my mind, you know? Not only did I nearly die, but one of my best friends and her sister nearly died. I feel like I should be a bit more messed up from that than I am. But it all feels unreal, I guess. And I don't mean unreal in a like, this is so insane way, but more like it literally doesn't feel like it happened, even though it did. Allison let out a light-hearted laugh. I think I was more worried by the whole thing than even you were. I don't doubt it, but I'm sorry, by the way. Huh? What are you apologizing for? For the way I was acting? I guess I said some pretty awful things to you before I rushed into the burning museum. But it's not only that. The whole day I was acting out of line, ignoring you when you just wanted to help. I won't lie, when you said that stuff to me before rushing in, it did do a bit of a number on me. Here's the thing about the idea that I'm just holding you back. I've struggled a lot with that my whole life in all of my relationships, family, friends, or whatever the case is. The last thing I want to be to someone is a burden. But I don't hold it against you. I understand why you acted that way. The whole day was a blur of dealing with the idea of Suki having gone missing. Yeah, but I guess that's the thing. I'm scared in a sense that I wasn't acting that way out of my worry for Suki, but instead just trying to play some kind of protagonist. Whatever the case is, it's not an excuse to be awful to my best friend, though. That much is for certain. Yeah, I get that. It does mean a lot that you apologized. As much as I don't hold it against you, it did still hurt. Yeah, sorry. We sat in silence again for a little while. The streetlights 3 stories down flickered on and off every once in a while. At some point, I started counting the flickers to pass the time. 5 flickers in, however, Allison spoke up again. For what it's worth, I don't think you're dragging me along. Huh? I'm not here out of a need to help you as much as I really am here out of my own want to help you. I don't really feel like you forced me into this, I guess. It's more so like I'm here because I want to support you through whatever happens next. You're too kind to me. You deserve it. Is it just me or did the picture zoom in a little? Or was it always like that? I really need to improve my memorization. I don't know if I do. I'm telling you that you do. What if you're wrong? I'm not. Why are you so confident? Because I've known you for as long as I have. I know who you are, Seth. Not just the way you act or why you act that way, but the person you are. I know who Saturday Tasugare is. Sometimes I wonder if I even know who Saturday Tasugare is. I wonder why... So, Saturday is trans male to female, I assume. Wait, yeah, she is. But like... I wonder why you would choose Saturday of all things as a name. That aside, if you ever forget, I'll be right here to remind you. Because whether you're doing this out of your worry for your sister or your need to be important, if you ever lose your way, I'll be here to pick you back up again. Allison, another long silence. 4 more light flickers. Countless stars above. Thank you. Allison laughed. It's took you that long to say that? Maybe you are some kind of protagonist. I bet you were counting streetlight flickers and monologuing to yourself. I gave her a joking glare. Hey, shut up. I'm just teasing. Look. I looked over. Allison was smiling. The first genuine smile I had seen from her since before Suki had gone missing. She stuck her hand out to me. Let's promise. If you ever start to falter or veer off the path you want to stay true to, tell me, and we'll steer you back on course together, okay? Allie, are you sure? It could be dangerous, and I still don't know for sure why I'm doing this. I don't want you to get hurt. And I don't want you getting hurt unless I'm there to share your pain, okay? Let me be a burden. It was the most true I'd ever seen her, even more so than that night in the hospital. I felt something from Allison that I'd never felt before, feelings of hers that I didn't know existed, and feelings inside myself that I didn't know existed. I smiled and shook her hand. Then it settled. Thanks, Saturday. I feel better now. I'm going to try and get some sleep. I read try as cry. I'm going to try and get some sleep. You should too. We have a big day tomorrow. Yeah, night-night, Allie. Allison stood up and proceeded to stand still in the balcony doorway for a few seconds. I looked up at her. What is it? Cat got your tongue? With speed I didn't know she was capable of. That's so cute! With speed I didn't know she was capable of, Allison moved her face down to mine and gave me a kiss on my cheek. Then she ran into the room and practically jumped into bed. I sat there for a few moments, frozen, unsure of what just happened. Hey, wait, Allison, but I didn't get a response. Is she asleep already? I sighed. It looked like it would be a little while longer before I got any answers on what that was about. I stood up from the chair and walked back to my own bed. I lied down. Minutes passed. I stared at the ceiling. Hours passed. God damn it, now I really can't sleep. Ooh, songs. Tempo Pakala. I don't even know if that's how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Actually, we got like 4 songs to play. Of course, I probably even during chapter 2, I could probably work on my timing. Maybe I'm just that stupid that I need some kind of guide. Just give me a second, I'm checking a few things. Jacket designer. think maybe I should 100% this in my own time. Like, in terms of getting good, in terms of getting the max score. Because literally all 100% stream would be is like in terms of getting high scores on all the songs. It would literally just be me perpetually missing. Though, I guess that's what people do in those Project Sekai streams. But then again, they also don't rage. Or actually, how would I know, honestly? Because I don't think I've ever seen a Project Sekai stream. Or to be more specific, a Project Sekai gameplay stream. I mean, I got a new phone with more storage. If I get, like, a capture card, maybe I can stream Project Sekai or Twisted Wonderland and all that stuff, but I've already played, like, most. Or actually, there's always, like, events and stuff. I probably could do gameplay of those. Decisions. I'm fine with my Steam games though. My free Steam games. And I also got one on the backlog. Technically, I got several on my backlog. It's just there's one I'm looking more forward to than the others. Concentrating on making a TikTok that posts some stuff there. And making a Twitch that can stream on there also. That means I also balance all online stuff. If I even want to TikTok with a TikTok. I'm sure there's some good TikTok communities out there. But some of the TikTok videos, like, videos talking about some TikTok communities, or like how some people on TikTok are, it really baffles me. So it's like maybe, well, I'd probably mostly be reposting my YouTube shorts on there anyway, so I probably don't even need a TikTok, but like, I'm still gonna contemplate Twitch though, because people I've talked to, they've mentioned that it's probably good to have to like stream on 2 or more than 1 platform, some other than YouTube. Okay, let's see. Oh, what the hell? I was thinking it was gonna be easy and it pulled up with this. The song is pretty though. More to put in the background. Back to the TikTok thing though. I've more so heard the crazy, insane, or like I more so heard the drama rather than good about and at one point I wanted TikTok, but my auntie didn't let me because, you know, I wasn't old enough. She'd show me the funny or cute one she'd find though. Or like we'd mess with the filters together. I'm a bit scared of what the puzzles are gonna be here, but unlike last time, I'm gonna try and use my own brain for this. gonna wheeze if you can hear my panicked clicking. I'll find out later. Of course, I probably won't be able to do clips tomorrow. Yeah, I really gotta like rethink the stream schedule. Maybe I just won't do clips from the stream since there isn't really much of anything. But that was fun. Alrighty. Story. This story episode is very long. I went yeehaw for a moment. It is recommended to be prepared before selecting the node. Okay, I am prepared. I have nothing to do. See, now that's a good content warning. Reflection on lost, eerie atmosphere, panic and worry, natural disasters, leg injuries, and blood. That's what a content warning should be. The next day, Allison, Ari, and I toured around the part of Minamiyosumi for a little while before our designated time to meet up with Chiyo for dinner. Ari was awake before us and left early. She spent most of her day touring a nearby island that seemed to be famous for its large population of cats. I want to go! I never would have taken her for a cat person, but you never do really know. Well, I know now anyway, because the unbelievable amount of messages I kept getting from her about the cats, with no images. because her reception wasn't good enough for that. So I just had to imagine the cats in my mind. Okay, Allison and I woke up around the same time, which was late into the morning, close to noon, which makes sense, given that both of us got minimal sleep last night. We didn't really say much to each other as we left the hotel. Neither of us really knew what to say. I spent most of the day thinking about the irony of that. Our whole conversation had been about getting closer to each other, yet we spent the whole day and the entire day avoiding each other. Not that I can really blame either of us. Regardless, the time eventually came for us to meet up with Chio. And about an hour earlier, I had received a request from her to go to a ramen place close to a hotel that we were staying at. I forwarded that to a group chat I had with Ari and Allison, and now I stood in front of the restaurant, evidently the first one to arrive. Despite the fact that it was already 5 minutes past the time we were to meet up. Late asses, and I'm the disorganized one. Suddenly, I spotted a familiar silhouette in the distance. Ari ran up to me at full speed, which I didn't even know she was capable of. Shit dude, what's your problem? Give me a damn jump scare, jeez. Sorry I'm late. The ferry back from the island got delayed by 10 minutes and there was nothing I could do about it. No, it's all good. I take it from your messages that you had a good time. I glanced at my phone, which was opened on a message screen that contained a non-stop barrages of key smashes. Which was, again, not something I ever expected to see from Ari in a million years. Ari launched into a tirade about every cat she saw on the island, and I leaned against the side wall of the restaurant building. About 3 minutes later, both Allison and Chio arrived at the same time. I ran into her while on my way here. She also seemed to be running a bit behind schedule, so we just ran here together. Am I the only one who was here on time? At least Ari has an excuse. Hey, I have an excuse. Are you going to, say what that is, or no? Okay, whatever. We're all here now, and I'm so hungry I could eat a house. So let's just go inside. Eat a house? The restaurant was surprisingly small on the inside, resulting in it taking us a little while to find a seat. We eventually sat down at a booth, facing the door we came in through. Allison took her seat first, and I went to sit beside her. For some reason, she fidgeted upon realizing this, but settled down quickly. The waitress came over to take our order, and we ordered our food. Thank you very much. It will be ready in about 10-15 minutes. The waitress walked away, and we sat and waited for a little while. Chio started talking to break the silence. So, Saturday, tell me what's going on. It feels like it's been years since I saw you. That's because it has been years, Chio. Her name, Chio, is so similar to a name that I have of my OC. My Twisted Wonderland OC, my Usona. My Usona's name is Chiyu. And I plan on drawing him soon, actually. That's besides the point. Last time you saw me, I was in middle school. What? No, it's been sooner than that, surely. I thought I was there at your graduation party? Maybe I have a historically horrendous memory. But maybe. I have a historically horrendous memory. But it's not been much. Since finishing high school, I've just kind of been unemployed. Sitting at home on Tanegashima with Suki for 2 years. You've been unemployed for 2 whole years. Honestly, me core. Hey man, lay off. Work is hard. Motivation is hard. I like doing my own thing. Jeez, I feel bad for Suki. Having to work to keep both of you afloat. You better make it up to her when you find her. I guess. I never thought of it like that. Yeah, I will. Since the topic of discussion had obviously been shifted to something more serious, Chio leaned forward to speak in a hushed tone. Can you explain to me everything you know? We didn't have time on the ferry. I might be able to help you look for her. Your family means a lot to me, you know. Yeah, I can recap a bit. And so I did. I spent the time until our food arrived telling Chio everything that had happened up until that point. From the busy day on Tanegashima to arriving on the mainland. I did, of course, omit the interaction Allison and I had last night. She didn't need to know about that. I see. I'm very sorry to hear about all of that, but I'm very glad you got out of New Zealand in one piece. Yeah, I am too. Allison was freaking out though. Rightfully so, I'd like to think. True. I appreciate it nonetheless. Allison looked away from me shyly. Just then, the waitress walked back to our booth with 4 bowls and set them on the table. Here you go, 2 tonkotsu broths with ramen eggs and 1 miso ramen and a bowl of plain rice. A bowl of plain rice? Now who the hell is eating that? Can you seriously get a single bowl? Eri! And nothing else. I looked over at Eri, who was already going to on her bowl of plain rice. Shut up. Chio took a glance at Allison's dish and then mine. She looked at me inquisitively. Are you guys like... No, we're not. What? Huh? Are we what? Hey, Allison, don't spit your food all over your food. That's unsanitary, even for me. I took a napkin and started wiping up the area around Allison's bowl. She looked away abashedly, blushing harder than I had seen her from in a very long time. I see. Sorry. I just thought I'd ask. I don't follow, but okay. Time passed as we ate our food, exchanging small talk about the various things we'd been up to in our lives. It was the first time in a while I felt a strong sense of togethership, probably since Suzuki went missing. It was the first time in at least a week that I felt like things might actually be okay, as long as we stuck with each other. Eventually, we paid for our meal and left the restaurant. Once we got outside, Chio poked my shoulder, and she turned to look at me. Let's get serious for a second. What are you planning on doing next in your search for Suki? We're going to investigate that shrine that was pointed to in the coordinates that we got from the shrine report video. If she went there at time specified, then there might be something there that would clue us into where she may have gone after that. When are you going? I looked at my watch. The time read 6:05 p.m. Tonight, at the same time specified at the video, 12:12 a.m. Make a wish, everyone! Anyway. I don't know why, but I just have this gut feeling that matching the time would help provide some kind of insight. Maybe something only happens there at that time. Do you need a ride to the shrine? If it's where you described, it's a bit of a drive out. You'd be willing? We hadn't actually figured out a ride there yet. Yeah, my rental car is here since I had to park it when boarding to the ferry to Tanegashima as a foot passenger. Wait, rental car? I mean, yeah, I would live in Tokyo. No way was I going to drive all the way out here. I took a trip over various bus lines. She lives in Tokyo? Did she always? I swear she lived near us a while back. Regardless, wait, Saturday. My memory is more horrendous than hers, I feel like. And even I remembered something saying that Chio lived in Tokyo when she and Saturday met on the ferry. Anyway. Regardless, that would be great. Should we meet up around 10 or 11 then? Yeah, I've got some stuff to take care of, so 10:30 would probably be the best, because it gives us plenty of time to get out there. I guess you can just meet us by our hotel? Where is that exactly? You never told me. I pointed down the road since the hotel was within view of the restaurant we ate at. Chio nodded. Works for me. I'll see you then. She walked off, leaving the three of us standing there. Ari poking my shoulder broke me out of my daze. I've seen people had a thing for poking my shoulders lately. Huh? What? Oh, it's just you, Ari. What's up? Allison told me she wanted to check out the night market with me, so we're gonna go do that. You wanna do this? You wanna join us? Nah, I'll head back to the hotel and just chill. Let me know when you're on the way back, okay? Will do. Ari and Allison walked off in the opposite direction towards the night market. I decided to take a short stroll before returning to the hotel room to wait. As I walked by the ocean, I thought about Chio. It was probably just due to the fact that I hadn't seen her in literal years, but something about the things she said felt off to me. Not like she's hiding anything, but more so like she and I have different recollections of things. When I think about how I know her, my memories pull up the fact of her being an old family friend. Yet something about that also doesn't feel fully right. It's not the main reason I knew her when I was younger. And I don't have any memories of her ever living in Tokyo, but something about that just feels right. Like I've always known it. It's not that the memories I have of her, of being an old family friend from Tanogashima, feels false per se. It's more like I have two sets of things I know and remember that feel like the correct one, despite the fact that some other stuff about them cancel out the other. I thought about this for a while, but found it was only driving me kind of crazy, so I decided to stop. I spotted a lone tortoiseshell cat loafing on the stairway down to a beach, and decided to take a breather, so I went and sat with it. I guess I can't really blame Ari for being a cat person. I love these little doofuses. Time passed. I walked back. A burp caught in my throat for a minute. Anyway. So, time passed. I walked back to our hotel room, and then more time passed. I thought about Allison and our interaction last night. I don't think I'd ever really thought of Allison in a romantic light, if that was even what she meant by kissing me on the cheek. I've been very open about my sexuality for a long time, but despite that, I never really acted on it much. More so, it just meant I liked a lot of anime characters and would joke about that. I thought for a while, and then I caught myself thinking, I guess I really have changed, at least a bit. You'd never have caught me even remotely this introspective like 2 weeks ago. When we lose people in our life, be it that they die or even just go missing, I've heard things feel like a blur, that your emotions feel like none of it is real. On that day on Tanegashima that ended with the Geology Museum incident, I think I'd been expecting for my emotions to feel a bit more numbed. Not that it really excuses me acting out that whole day, but I don't think I was expecting to, well, I guess just feel as much as I did. Feelings of worry I anticipated, but I felt so many other things that I didn't really know what to make of anything. I guess the best way to put it would be that things felt the opposite of the way I anticipated them to. I expected nothing to feel real, but everything feels like it's been the first real thing that's happened in a long time. That the feelings I've had are the most real feelings I've had in a long time. The situation is awful, and because I'm feeling that worry and anxiety to such a degree, in a strange way, it makes the hope and love I feel even stronger as a result. I wish we as people didn't have to experience tragedy so that we could feel that way. I wonder if I'll ever find a way to feel deeply in tune with myself that doesn't require me to lose something I care about first. I think I will. It might not be a bad thing to try and accomplish before my time is up. More time passed. I decided to play some video games on my Nintendo Switch. uh, I love the attempts at I love when games and cartoons do this, where like they're obviously referring to like real world things, but kind of switch it up just ever so slightly. Eventually, my waiting game was over, and Alice and Ari walked in the door. About damn time, you really know how to keep a girl waiting. Relax, we spent a lot of time looking around the market. It's not every day you get to visit a night market. We literally have one back on Tanegashima. Saturday, I am unfortunately a cop. It's not every day I get to visit a night market. Fair enough, I guess. What time is it? Alison looked at the top of her phone screen. It's about 9:35, so we've got about 55 minutes before Chio arrives. You guys want to play something? I can literally load up Slash right now. Oh, you don't know what you're unleashing. I haul ass at Slash Bros. I think that's the first time I've heard you swear, Ari, and spout goddamn Super Slash Bros the best plus. I take slashing very seriously. I'm pretty sure that's the exact kind of stuff the people you're supposed to catch say. Ari laughed, and I put up the kickstand on my console up. We passed the time laughing and chatting while playing video games for the next hour. Oh hey, Chio just texted me. She's out front. Oh, got it. Let's go. We walked down the stairwell and out to the front of the hotel, where Chio was waiting in the car she rented. Luckily, it had enough room to fit 4 people with relative ease. Aries sat down in the back first, and Allison quickly rushed in next to her, which left me with the front seat next to Chio. The ride out was relatively uneventful, with the occasional conversation. It was about a 40-minute drive with the route that Chio took, passing by the Osumi Large Park. Eventually, we arrived. The stairs up to the shrine were steep, but guardrails helped us not to lose our footing. The walk felt like an eternity, if only due to how nervous I very clearly was. Chio noticed and helped me walk up, which helped a lot. And finally, there we were. The Okawachi Shrine. The location specified in the shrine report video. It was much smaller than I anticipated. The actual shrine itself barely seemed able to fit even 10 people. Behind it was a maintenance shack that was locked and empty. Seems like the enshrined deity is Ahiratsuhime, the first wife of Emperor Jimmu. We spent a while investigating the area. After a while, I spotted something out the corner of my eye. When I realized what it was, I froze. Hey, Ari? She turned to look at me inquisitively. What's up? You find something? Yeah, you could say that. Look, over there. I pointed towards the small wooden object I'd spotted in my peripheral vision. Ari turned to look. Her face also went pale. It was a toy rocking horse, small in size, made of wood, with no decor or any kind of paint. Second Shrine PNG. It's the horse from that image, isn't it? Hold on, let me check. What's going on? You guys find something? Chio and Allison jogged over to where we were. I explained to them the image file that Eri had found, since neither of them knew about it yet. It's the very same. Look, you can compare them. I did as she instructed, and sure enough, it was the rocking horse that was taking a picture. So this is where that picture was taken, huh? I guess the timestamp has passed, but it's not the 25th of July anymore, but the horse is still here in the same position. Hey, Saturday, look. Chio pulled her phone and showed me the time. 12 a.m. Time to see if my shot in the dark was correct. People are yelling in the house. So, yeah, I definitely need to put on those audio filters I saw in the tutorial. I'll take care of that, in a bit, though. It's been over a week since the designated time, and yet I can't shake this feeling that something was meant to happen here tonight at 12:12 a.m. It started to rain. We walked back over to the pirate shrine protected by the roof. Minutes passed. 1, then 2, then 3, and then 11. I felt a part of me hoping that nothing would happen, that there was nothing I could do, and the chase would end here. It would, in a lot of ways, make my life easier, even for all the ways it would also make it harder, but I dismissed the notion from my mind. I've come this far, 12:12 a.m. The rain fell silent, the crickets stopped chirping, the world stopped moving, and in the silence, I heard it, a single sound, one single click. The world resumed, the rain continued falling, the crickets continued chirping, but I heard it. I looked at the others as if to ask silently if they also heard it. Immediately I could tell from their looks on their faces that I was not alone. We split up to look around. Nothing by the horse, nothing in the shrine, nothing on the stairs, nothing by the car. And then when I looked behind the shrine, I saw it. Immediately I saw it. The heavy padlock that had surrounded the maintenance shack handle was no longer there. I signaled to the others. Since the sound we had dropped silent, only communicating visually. None of us knew we were doing it, but we were. The reason for this I had no idea. Allison, Erdi, and Chio walked over to where I was standing, and I pointed to the missing padlock. Erdi gave me a look to say if there was ever a point of no return, this would be it. And I thought about it. The life I could lead if I turned around and went home. I didn't know what lay behind this door, but I knew in my soul that opening the door to this maintenance shack would change everything. Was I really about to do this? To take this kind of risk? To open that forbidden gate to truth? I closed my eyes and turned the handle on the door. The inside of the maintenance shack, it turned out, was not a maintenance shack at all, but a large, winding spiral staircase that seemed to stretch downwards forever. We walked down slowly, as if taking time to digest the things we hadn't even seen yet. Finally, we arrived at the bottom, and we were greeted with a large door. Is it open? The others jumped, which makes sense given that nobody had said anything in a long time. Nothing to it but to try, I guess. Sure enough, the door swung open with a large creak, opening up to a large passageway. We started walking down. So, what do you suppose a place like this is doing beneath a normal shrine? I haven't the foggiest idea, and yet it feels like this makes sense somehow. I understood what she meant. Despite the oddity in every aspect of the situation, this place had a sense of familiarity to it, even though I was reasonably confident that I had never been here. Sunrise. What's that, Raleigh? I don't know why, but the Sunrise Foundation comes to mind when I think of a place like this. The Sunrise Foundation? That's just a geology company my sister works at. What would they have to do with a place like this? No, I understand what Allison means. This entire place, it makes me think of that company. I don't know why. We finally reached the end of the long hallway and found a large gate in front of us, locked shut by 3 large metal claws. Something tells me this thing isn't going to budge quite as easily. I wouldn't be too sure. Look, there's a screen over there. I looked in Aries' pointing direction and saw an unlit device. It appeared to be some kind of terminal. Maybe, but that thing's off. Suddenly, as if the very place we stood had heard my words, light flickered on, and the screen of the terminal powered on. Everyone present jumped. What the hell? I cautiously approached the device. All that was displayed on the screen was a single button labeled open. This feels planned. I need to be honest. I felt it this entire time. I can't be the only one who feels it. No, it's not just you. It feels like someone or something is leading us along with the trail of crumbs, right? I agree, but it's not like we can really turn back now, right? Yeah, I was Saturday on this one. I looked at Allison. Despite everything she'd said to me, I could tell that everything she did still came from a place of worry. She was thinking exactly the same thing I was, that if we turned back now, our lives would eventually end up so much easier. But I could tell from the look on her eyes that she knew just as well as I did that wasn't an option anymore. I think my voice needs a break. I can talk for like a long time in a 10-hour voice call with Marcy, which I have done more than 10 hours before. But when it comes to streaming, my voice just decides to die. Maybe after this chapter I should just get off stream, because I kind of need my voice tomorrow. I pressed the button on terminal. Loud whirring sounds filled the hallway, and slowly but surely, each metal claw retracted from... Sorry, I got a notification. Loud whirring sounds filled the hallway, and slowly but surely, each metal claw retracted from in front of the gate. Finally, the gate opened. Data parsing incompatible. Boundaries exceeded. Assessing memories. Memory access failed. Memory access failed. Memory access failed. Memory access failed. Okay. Iteration of sympathy paused. Assessing Duskbreaker backup information base. Filling location cavities. What happened? I sat up, dazed. Allison and Chiyo also seemed to have come down with the same affliction. Something is really off about this place. You three passed out the moment we walked in here. Passed out? How long has it been? Relax, only like 5 minutes. It's 12:37 right now. Thank goodness it hasn't been that long, at least. What is this place? We looked around us. The area was a large atrium, devoid of much at all. In the center sat some kind of operating chair. This place is... Chiyo walked to the center of the room. She stared at the abandoned chair for a short while, then spoke. This is the Sunrise Foundation's 4th laboratory atrium. Oh god. Sunrise Foundation, but... Chiyo turned around to look at us. She had a look of immense panic on her face. We have to get out of here. Right now. Get out of here? But we just got here. This is what we came all this way to see. Chiyo ran up to me and grabbed me by the shoulders. No, Saturday. We need to get out of here. Right now. Trust me. I shook her hand off my shoulder and lost my temper. Why? Tell me why. Give me one good reason why we should leave the place I traveled all the way out here to see when we just got here. You might be scared of whatever this place is, but I'm not, so no, Saturday, we need to leave because... Suddenly, a loud rumbling sound filled the atrium. The ground shook beneath us and my vision blurred. Out of the corner of my eye, parts of the geometry that made up the atrium began to twitch in a way I'd never seen before. And then, a large piece of the ceiling came loose and fell to the ground, landing just a few feet behind Chio. This place is caving in, so we need to get out of here. Oh. I understood immediately. The four of us ran as fast as we could to the gate we came through, passing through it. As we ran, bits of the large hallway began to come loose and fall as well. And then it happened. A single chunk of metal that came loose directly above where Allison was about to pass by. I knew in an instant it would land on her. God damn it, no. I rushed forward with all my might, at a pace I'd never achieved before, and jumped forward. Oh, the sound cut. The world paused again, and in that silence I heard it once again. That single click. The story remains unfinished. I'm late. Oh, hello, silly. I mean, you're not too late to see me lose my shit over this puzzle, at least. You... I've said this at the beginning of the stream, but no one was, there. But, because I have work tomorrow, I started streaming early. Generally, I'm just gonna be streaming at sporadic times. So then, let's see what the fridge is this? Unlike last time, I'm definitely gonna try and, do this without searching. Oh wait, no, I can't, 'cause achieve a max combo of over 200. So, I don't, in fact, have to lose my shit over the puzzle right now, because I gotta unlock these. So, wishing you luck with work. Thank you. Rather than seeing me lose my shit over this puzzle, you're gonna see me lose my shit over the songs. And from the looks of this, there's gonna be like 2 of these puzzles. I plan on ending stream in like 25 minutes. Probably. 25 minutes to an hour. So, let's see, what's the gonna achieve? What's the easy songs? But I'm gonna end stream early as well. After I unlock stuff. So I gotta get 200 combo. Damn it! Hey, got my 200. By the way, silly, the Yuri came true. Wait, you missed it, but like, you can always rewatch later though, if you feel like it. Like, Allison kissed Saturday on the cheek, and it was cute, so cute. I don't really think they're official yet, because there was no, but like, it did happen. Okay, we got this. Now I gotta do the 200 on the other two. But yeah, you missed a Yuri and it came true. It's undeniable at this point, so I agree that Saturday and Allison, if they don't get together by the end of Vivid Stasis, I'm gonna go feral. But like, Saturday is just so oblivious. Work all his timing.
Make some noise.
I think someone forgot to invite me to his party. Why, hello, Marcy. Poor unfortunate soul. Anyway, I'm just working on completing missions before I lose my shit over a puzzle, so. One of which was to get 200 combo on like 3 songs. and I just did 2, so this is the 3rd. How is she not missing any of those 41? Oh no, I missed some. The failed notes are the ones I missed. Oh shit, I only missed 13. Kingdom Hearts reference, perhaps? Organization 13? Okay, I'll stop. So, I need to get a 200 combo though. And I know I did not get a 200. 13 isn't that bad? Holy smoker, man. I mean, she really do got that. She do got that skill. Why, thank you. I appreciate it. What's this game even about? So far, it's just Saturday trying to find her missing sister. And Yuri. But you missed the entirety of... It's a visual novel and rhythm game. I got my 200 combo. I gotta figure out how to unlock the middle door. Okay, now check the puzzle. Alright, they're all unlocked. So, shapes. Shapes and colors, unlike anything I've ever seen. So anyway, I hope y'all get that reference. So, got shapes and yay! So we got the reference. It sounds forever, however, it's not clocking for me. I'll send you the link later, Marcy, if I can find it. I told myself I wouldn't I wouldn't cheat and go on Steam guides for this. But I'm tempted to look at the hints. And cuz this ain't it, boss. So the blue triangles shivers a link. She's gonna send me a link. Guys, if I don't come back, it's Sora's fault. I said after the stream, you dingbat. You overdrafted bank fee. I think my water flavoring ran out. Now my water just tastes like chemicals. She's gonna send me to the phantom zone. I'll take a skill issue. She's gonna get banished 6 ways to Sunday. Casually quotes Final Fantasy VII. So I wonder. Try and report path, and there's L plus R. This might have something to do with numbers, but hey, who's saying skill issue? You can't figure out the puzzle. Ma'am, do you not see how complicated this is? When I said I was gonna lose my shit over this, I was not kidding. So, here we got. So maybe I'm assuming. I don't want to be stuck with Lex Luthor's bald head. Why are we. You know, even if you redact your message, it's still gonna pop up on the video because I have chat on the live stream. I'm gonna clip that out of spite, Marcy. Probably. When I get the time. Oh, you didn't mean to delete it? Well, that takes the fun out of it. Okay. So, going by last puzzle. Let me see if I can't find paper. I don't want to write in my notebook. I have a pencil. And I found a paper. Yay. My old eye prescription I have for whatever reason. So. Ah! So. Assuming it's like last time and there's like numbers to the alphabet. There's like a car. I'm always being clipped, I swear. That's because when you're here, there's like funny moments. The clowning doesn't stop when we reunite. We are but humble clown cars, Marcy. It's what we're for. Now, let's see. This is like doing math homework, I swear. So, what are these then? Like, maybe if I solve here first, then... Like, cars. What the hell are these? So, like, for every 5 people is a car. So... like, 10 people, that's 2 cars. Doing math homework is crazy. No, no. You underestimate the math teacher I had in 5th grade. But, like, Marcy knows. Because I tell her tragic tales of my childhood. um, anyway. And I know that story because Marcy told me. I still find it funny because I've seen several videos of people being used as launch pads by their dogs. But I guess this isn't calculating alphabets, but like, yeah, I'm gonna look up a little hint. A little hint. I don't want to be here forever. So, vivid walk through chapter 2. Tips and solutions for puzzles. But except I'm not gonna look at the solutions. I'm gonna look at the hints only. So chapter 2 is similar to the it's the same except for clearing it in chapter 2 folder instead. So converting letter to number using their alphabetical position as A1Z to 6 ciphers since that's shorter. Center hint. It's pretty obvious what to do. Just left plus right. So it's 11 characters. For left side, these shapes and colors are really familiar, aren't they? No, they're shapes and colors unlike what anything I've ever seen. I'll stop. Chapter 1's left side. Blue is minus, red is plus, and number size is number. Okay, let's see. Oh, I hadn't been paying attention to the chat. You see, there, if it's of any consolation, we have a dog. Well, we got 3 dogs, but that's besides the point. One of them, she's named Marilyn. She gets really, really happy. And when she gets happy, she will, like, jump up on me. And it doesn't leave, like, open scratches, but definitely does leave a mark for, like, a little while. And, she'll also, like, paw at your legs if you don't pay attention to her when she brings you a toy. But, like, even when she brings you a toy, she doesn't let you take it. She's just like, "Look at my toy. You don't get to have it. Haha." And, but, like, if you don't pay enough attention to her, she'll paw at your legs, and it's, like, hard, 'cause she'll, like, if her claws aren't trimmed, it'll scratch you. So anyway, blue is minus, red is plus, and number of sides is the number. So 3, 3, 4. Let me write that down. 6, 6, and then minus 3. Hold on. So I add those, and that's probably. Hold on. Three plus 3, 6. Plus 4 is 10. Plus 6, that's 16. Plus 6, 22. And then subtract from there, 22 minus 3, 19. I'm locking in. 22 minus 3 is 19. So I'll go ahead and put that there. So 4 plus 4, 8, plus 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, plus 6, 19, plus 6, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 minus 6, that's 19. Next one. So triangle. 3 plus 4, 7, plus 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 minus 3, that's. Those are the same shape, so that's just gonna be 0. And then I'm just counting by sixes here. 6 plus 6, 12, plus another 12, that is 24, plus 6, that would be 31. And subtract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got distracted by counting the corners of the blue plus that I forgot my number. So. And then I forget the blue plus. God damn. So. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Write that down. 30. Actually, hold up. I got a calculator. Okay, put 30 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 19. And so we convert these to letters real quick. And so I only gotta do up to the 19th letter. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. So S, S, zeros. I wonder if the zero is a space. Because A is number 1 in the alphabet. So S, S, space S. And what is this? What is this monstrosity? We're not very helpful, are we? No, y'all are not, but y'all don't have to be. Y'all can just be clowns in the corner. And then right side. Humans and cars. 2 points forming a line. The line has a distance. Cars are probably faster than humans. It's one of those questions about speed that you get in middle school. The question is, how long does it take from getting point to point? What does an analog clock show when it's 1 a.m.? This hint is not helpful. AEA or BEB. What are you on about? So, Sora, read it again. Okay, so the right side. That clock do be looking familiar. It's from chapter 1. Those are humans and cars. The exclamation mark, @ sign, hashtag, and $sign correspond to 2 points forming a line. That line has a distance. Cars are probably faster than humans. It's one of those questions about speed you get in middle school. The question is, how long does it take to get from point to point? Wait, how long does it take from point to point? What does an analog clock show when it's 13? 1 a.m.? So, wait, an analog clock show when it's 13. And then it'd go to C. Wait, and 10 cars. So, for every 5 humans, it's a car, so we'd put 2 cars here, 3 cars here, and then 2 cars here. But, like, we also gotta solve these. I'm feeling very big brain. 5 humans equal 1 car, it says. Yeah, I've gathered that, Marcy, thank you. So... I'm sorry. So 10 humans, that is... Let me recreate this. I can't draw cars. So from point to point, that's what I'm having trouble with. Wait a minute! It says... So... How many people it takes to get from point exclamation mark to the hashtag? That's 25. I did not appreciate that cough, Holy. I'm sorry. I need to fix my microphone. I took the limiter off. But, so 25. And then with car from exclamation point to $sign. So 4. No, we're calculating cars, Marcy. That would be 4. So car exclamation at to at plus exclamation at. That is 4. Person exclamation to at. That is 10. Car exclamation to hashtag. How is she pulling numbers out? I feel so dumb right now. You said it yourself. For every 5 people, there is 1 car. So, and these symbols, you have the points and the person before it. So, like, for this, so, y'all make me feel like I got more than 1 brain cell. Thank you. But, so you see here, for, like, every 5 people, there is a car. And you see these points here on the line, right? You have to, when it says a person from point to point, you got, like, for example here, the person, the number from exclamation to the tag, you gotta add these two, so that gives you 25. And then if it says the car from exclamation to $, you turn these into cars, and then you add those cars together, and then you get the answer for here. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. I was on the 4th. Now I'm on the 5th. So for car from exclamation to hashtag, so 2 plus 3, that's 5. And I gotta add it with car from at to hashtag. That is 3. So 5 plus 3, that's 8. And here, from hashtag to $, that's 2 cars. Person, exclamation mark, hashtag. That is 25. And then you add the cars from at to $5. You get 30. And then I'm not sure what the clock is for. Maybe I gotta, like, go around the number of times. I ran across my house to get Oreos and you're still on this. Look, I am actively trying to math. So, excuse you. Excusez-moi. But, I'm not French. Why do I do these things? But, I'm just gonna. How many letters are there in the alphabet again? There's like 24, right? Tab. Wait. How many letters in the alphabet? 26. So that would mean Y is the 25th. Y. A, B, C, D. D. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. K. A, B, C, G, H, B. So that means this puzzle can't be transcribed to letters because The highest number this goes up to is 30. So I'm just gonna erase that real quick. It wouldn't make much sense anyway. What does an analog clock show when 13? What is this clock even for? I've gone as far as the numbers, but that's about it. Oh man. So I said I would do this entirely without Steam guides, but I still needed the hint. And looking back on that, I probably didn't even need Steam guides, cause let me see what I can see. Sleepy time, sigh. Sleep well, Marcy. Every car is a letter on the clock. I think maybe let me see if I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's B. Maybe it's BL. Huh? Oh, BL. Okay. Some the points are B and L. Yeah, I seen that. I just noticed. Let me read the hint again. Cars are 5 times faster than humans, so cars travel at 232 unit times. I'm sorry. So I gotta multiply these? For each box is a question of how much time does a human car how much time does a human slash car need to go from one symbol to another? Cars are 5 times faster than humans, so faster than humans. To cars travel at 232 unit times. Solving for every question, you're supposed to get 25, 7, 4, 10, 8, 2, 30. So the only things I got correct in this was the 25, 4, 10, 8, 2, and 30. Putting the numbers into the clock cipher with numbers above 12 looping back, we get crosser. Okay. That makes me wonder if I did the other thing right. And yes, I did end up reading the answer. So crosser. So that means with the thing, we got S space S crosser. And that makes little to no sense, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So, let me see. Okay, that wasn't it. I'm just gonna read the solution here. Using knowledge from chapter 1, add up the numbers of sides in each red shape, then subtract that of the blue shapes. Doing that for each areas gets 19, 20, 1, and 18. I didn't do this right either, because I got 19, 19, 0, and 19. So, the solution is star. So, star crosser. Interesting. I mean, you can't say I didn't try, though. So, I don't like how there's red behind these. Path Valor lock status, so left. I remember some of what happened, but I don't remember the puzzles. So, new screen and new puzzle again. Remember, both lock need to be open and able to input the code. Same thing as last time. Low text, but same. So I don't think I have this unlocked. Hold on. Center hint. Solution to the start. And you didn't do the puzzles. You can't say I didn't try, though. No, let's see me fail on this. Valor Starcross. That's actually a pretty name. I like that. Next time for sure, though. I'll probably get the puzzles. Maybe. Probably. Is it gonna start? Okay. Now let's see me fail on this. It's not that bad. Never mind. Y'all, I survived. Loud. Nothing but loud noises. Nothing but noise. Was it the falling rubble, or the static that followed me every second I spent trying to find myself? Whatever the noise is, I want it to go away. Go away. Before the stream ends, I would like to know that this earlier time will be used in the future, or if you'll go back to your old time, just so I can join at the start old next time. I'm not quite sure. I'm just mostly gonna go based off of whatever I start working, you know? Like whenever whether there's a job tomorrow to do, then I'll kind of like stream early, but if not, then I'll stream later. The only person that I'll really know is probably Marcy, since we talk on Discord. So other people is probably just gonna be up to guessing, but again, I do schedule my stream. So one way to know when I stream is to check. I have a second stream scheduled, so if, like, for next week, but even that's prone to change because I still don't know next week's schedule to work at. But yeah, I'm sorry. With the kind of job I work, the schedule changes a lot. So there's not really a static thing. Go away. Get me out of here. I need to live. We need to live. I jolted back into consciousness. 3 pairs of eyes looked back down on me. I'm alive. Barely. Luckily, I managed to get Allison out of the way in time, but it was only then that I felt the immeasurable pain in my lower leg. I looked down to see a large gash in my lower right leg. I screamed for a while. Eventually, the pain dulled a bit and Ari explained what had happened since I passed out. I had managed to save Allison and avoid getting fully crushed myself, but a piece of debris had lodged itself into my right leg, and I passed out from shock. I passed out from shock. Chiyo had removed the debris right before I had woken up. I looked towards the door that led to the long hallway. The entrance was entirely caved in with rubble and debris. There was no possible way back to the atrium. Before I was able to get any words out, I started sobbing uncontrollably. Allison rushed over to my side in an instant and hugged me tightly. Eri and Chiyo sat down on the stairs, and that was how the 4 of us stayed for a while. Minutes passed, and then an hour, and finally, my leg felt well enough to move, even if lightly. Allison propped me up, and the 4 of us slowly walked up the spiral staircase without a word. It feels like everything's changed, but nothing's changed. As we walked back to Chiyo's car, I thought again of that hypothetical timeline in which I didn't open the door to the laboratory basement. I wondered if I regretted the choice I made. I did now, but I wondered if I would in time. Back in Chiyo's car, Allison sat me down in the backseat and slid in next to me. While you were out, I applied basic first aid, but it won't be enough to hold. Unfortunately, the only hospital I know of around here doesn't keep the emergency room open from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. for some ungodly reason. So until we can get you to hospital, we'll just have to rest in my hotel room. I'm not a doctor, but I can assure you that the wound shouldn't cause any significant damage before we can get you to the hospital. I nodded weakly. It was all I could do. Chio started the car and drove away. As we left the small parking lot, I looked back at the shrine stairway, and that was when I saw it. On the road by the place we parked, with no indication of having been moved there by anyone, a small wooden rocking horse. Y'all can't see it, but I unlocked a achievement, and it went away before I could read it aloud. I am upset. And as you can see here, there's a red line which implies another puzzle. So see, I have the chance to solve it myself if I so wish. I really need to turn off the content warnings, because I don't think memory issues should imply the need for a content warning, right? Plus, I got the trigger warnings in the description, so... Anyway. By the time we arrived back at the hotel room, it was already long past 2 in the morning. Allison helped me up and carried me onto my bed. Chio called the hospital and confirmed that the emergency room would open again in about 2 hours, so we had to wait and just keep an eye on my wound until then. It had stopped hurting badly during the right back, but the sight of it made me nauseous, so I avoided trying to look at it. And so, we sat there in silence for a while, nobody sure what to say. Finally, Eri broke the silence. While we're here, and before we inevitably get split up while Saturday goes to the hospital, I wanted to ask something. Everybody looked at her as if to give permission to continue without having to open our mouths. Eri continues. That atrium. Chio, you seem to recognize it as something related to the Sunrise Foundation, but that's impossible. Can you explain? Chio sat up a bit, having slouched over during the waiting. I can, but it's a bit complicated. I was thinking about it on the way back, and if now isn't a good time, then... Please tell. I want to know. Chio looked at me worriedly and then nodded. Okay then. I guess the thing is that my memories feel like they're at conflict with each other. That shrine should just be a normal shrine, but somehow there was a Sunrise Foundation laboratory under it. And I don't know how I know it's a Sunrise Foundation thing, but I just do. And I know that's correct. When we were leaving the basement, all of us were in such a hurry, and Saturday was so out of it that I don't think anyone noticed. Water break. Maybe I should request a notebook from my aunt and uncle. But, wait, no, I have some right there! I stood up too fast, I'm dizzy. Notebook retrieved. I don't have to use the old eye prescription. It took me a minute to realize what those emojis were silly. But, anyway. But I took a moment to look back at the shrine while we were walking away from it, and what I saw only confused me more. What was it? Chio stopped as if contemplating whether to open Pandora's box even further. I nodded to her as if to beg. Pathetic. But, well, then I looked back at the shrine. It was no longer a shrine. What? It was an abandoned building, and the logo above the door was withered away, but I knew what it said without needing to see it at all. It was a building belonging to the Sunrise Foundation. What? I chalked it up to a lessened sense of thought due to the events that had transpired, and tried not to think about it as we got in the car and left. And on the way down, I saw something else strange. A stairway leading to a shrine, the Okawachi Shrine. What do you mean a stairway leading to the Okawachi Shrine? Saturday, please don't stress yourself too much. We're trying to keep your wound from acting up. I looked over at Allison apologetically. Sorry, you're right. It's just, I don't understand how that makes sense. The state of the environment that we left at and the one we left felt ever so slightly different. The best way to put it might be like so. Gio took down a piece of paper and drew a loose illustration. Look, when we arrived, the parking lot was at the same altitude as the start of the stairs leading up to the shrine. Gio then took the piece of paper back and flipped it over, drawing a similar scene. But when we left, it was like this. The stairs we walked down led to an abandoned Sunrise Foundation building, and there was a second set of stairs further down that led to the Okawachi Shrine. Wait, so the layout of the area changed while we were inside the basement? I mean, it appears that way, but isn't that impossible? Like, I shouldn't have to explain why that just isn't physically possible. No, I know, but the fact is that it did change, right? Or did all of us just collectively hallucinate the way it appeared when we got there? I think the more likely conclusion would be that Chio saw wrong when we were leaving. After all, tensions were really high and it was extremely dark. See, you'd think so and I'd be inclined to agree, but then we came back to the thing I mentioned earlier about my memories conflicting with each other, because both of these layouts feel right, if that makes sense. What do you mean? Like, neither of them felt like I was seeing things. Like, both of those versions of the way the area looked were correct. The Okawachi Shrine being right next to the parking lot, and the Sunrise Building being in that same place both feel like the true way the area is laid out. Chio, what is the Sunrise Foundation? What is your link to it? I don't know. I think I was an employee there. You think? Look, I was never an employee at the Sunrise Foundation. I remember how my life was played out up until now. But also, I swear I have memories of working there, of helping make something important, and working at the lab underneath the shrine. It's another one of those things where both of the options feel like the right one. Not like I can't choose, but they are both right at the same time. And then there's that video, the shrine report. You know about that as well? Yeah, I saw her watching it when I met up with her on the ferry. It caught me off guard. How did you come to find out about the video anyway? An anonymous text message randomly appeared on my phone. No sender, and strangest of all, no time. Well, there was a time, but it was January 1st, 1970. Do we have some time travel going on here? Unix time, huh? The beginning. Unix time 0. Yeah. Okay, so no time travel then. Yeah, the message itself was interesting too. It was a jumbled mess of hexadecimal. Hexadecimal? Yeah, I'll spell you the process. It roughly translated to this. Seek the connections, seek the link, shatter the protocol, and refer onwards. shrinereport.xyz. I would have been inclined to believe it was a spam message if not for the Unix 0 thing, so I found the video. I was already on my way back to the mainland after my Tanegashima vacation, so I didn't have time to solve the video before Saturday noticed me on the ferry. And then she told me the solution over dinner anyway. Right. I don't know why I can't shake this feeling that it's related to the Sunrise Foundation. I mean, it feels like a lot more might be related to the Sunrise Foundation than any of us would have ever thought, and yet, it also feels like none of us truly know what it is. I looked down at my wound for the first time in a while as a reminder of myself as what I'd done chasing this mystery. as if to be the one final decision of if I really want to choose this path. I wanted to figure all this out. I want to investigate this. I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I turned back now. Saturday. I agree. I want to look into the Sunrise Foundation and get to the bottom of this conflict in my memories, and that is enough. This will go no further. Everyone jumped at the sudden shout of an unfamiliar voice. Everyone whipped their gaze to the source of the noise, the balcony. The door was ajar. Standing in it was a figure, tall and slim. Slenderman, I'll shut up. They wore a mask and bodysuit to cover their appearance, but something about them had a crushing familiarity, and in their hand lay a small pistol. If you continue to endanger this world, are they pulling a Malleus? Spoilers for Twisted Wonderland, but like, you know, I'm not gonna explain. That Madoka Magica panel. It's magic. I ain't gonna explain shit. If you continue to endanger this world, my world, I have no choice but to end this by force. Chio jumped as if to shield us. Ari, Allison, and I remained frozen in shock. Who are you? What are you doing? The tall figure took one step into the hotel room. Chio backed up a bit in fear. You, the arbiter of the rule. I will not allow this cycle to continue any longer. Chio watched in fear as the tall figure raised their pistol and pointed it directly at Chio's chest. No, please. The figure tilted their head to look at me briefly, and in that moment, I felt an indescribable sense of sorrow and grief. My vision went blurry. I'm sorry. I shut my eyes in desperation, as if to pull myself out of the nightmare I'd found myself in, and then I heard the click. Oh no! I dropped my guard and let her out of my sight. A mistake only a child would make, and yet here I was. Desperately, I clambered out of my bed and up to my computer. God damn it, where are you? Where? Then I saw it. That hotel room. The situation unfolding within. The action the World Keeper was about to take. Ooh, this got interesting. Shit, is there any way I can interface with the inner layer in enough time? I think we're about to find out why this game is called Vivid Stasis. I began to desperately search my files as fast as I could, and eventually found my way back to what I was looking for. The control panel I had forced my way into. Please go through in time, come on. In a single flash, in the moment captured and frozen, I'd made it just in time. Oh god, thank goodness. But there was no time to waste. The freezing would only last for so long, which meant it was time to get to work. I wonder why this happens. Like, why does it put the story remains unfinished? A rank on Pyromania opening. Oh no! So I might have to do some of these off stream. A combo. I can probably do this one on stream, but then I'm gonna have to do this one off stream. Which the stream should have been over like 42 minutes ago, but we don't comment. Wait, a max combo? Wait, so that means I'm not good enough for this. Do y'all want to see my struggles? Y'all gonna see my struggles anyway. Uh, I don't know why I went silent like Dora, but so a max combo of 300 on 2 songs on easy mode. So I'm just gonna start with this, but why do they keep losing their combo? Are they stupid? Casually quotes Ren Penrose. I can get a combo of 200, but when the challenge is raised to get a combo of 300, I lose all the combos. That's very not fun. So, I got my notebook right here. I did not mean to slam it that hard. But, yay. I have a notebook of which I'm gonna scribble the puzzle strategies in like a madman. And it's gonna be very questionable to anyone who finds it. God damn it. My max combo was 282. I was so close. It's gonna be very questionable to anyone who finds it. Yes, that is what I said. I wanna be a cowboy, baby. 324 combo. Now I gotta do it again. So anyway, 168 max combo. Let's try again.
Make some noise. Make some noise.
Damn. Max combo 281. Next time for sure. Patent box, I choose you. Bring luck. Why, thank you. I probably need that right now. Especially with the fact I got, like, beat Pyromania. But if you remember last time I streamed this, I kept dying on Pyromania. The game had to, like, give me an easy way out. I almost had it that time. Oh, maybe not as close as last time, but ah.
Make some noise. Make some noise.
I can't imagine beating any of these on hard modes, to be honest. But then again, there are the kinds of people that beat even the seemingly impossible songs in rhythm games with full combos. It was either the disappearance of Hatsune Miku or the intense voice of Hatsune Miku. Pretty sure it was the disappearance of Hatsune Miku, but I've seen someone full combo that once. Not sure what mode they were playing in though. It's 10:04. I think I should maybe get off stream. I'll try and work on meeting the criteria to unlock the puzzle. And then once I unlock the criteria, I'm just not gonna play the game until stream. But different game next week though. Yay. So with that, it's been fun streaming. But I'm gonna get off so I can get ready for bed and stuff. Maybe get a little snack. Bye. Good night, or a good day to those in different time zones.